Hello, this is Dr. Rick Hoefer, and I'm the instructor for this section of Integrative Seminar. What I'd like to do with this short video is to talk about what goes into the practice section if you're a DP student. The DP student has two parts to the practice section. The first one has to do with direct practice theory and skills, and that's worth 10 points. And the second part is CAP theory and skills, because we believe in this program that everyone who graduates should have at least some understanding of both DP and CAP. That's part of the generalist social work framework that we practice at the first year or in your BSW program, and then of course you specialize in the concentration in your second year, and that's why you're a DP student. So what goes into that first section? The first section, which is the 10-point section and deals with DP, if you're a DP student, consists of you describing three theories that have to do with direct practice, and these should be practice theories. I know you had theories when it came to HBSC, but practice theories are a little more applied and a little more practical. And I'll give you an example in just a second. Now you have to provide a rationale for these three theories, which is to say, why would you pick these out of all of the theories that exist? Somehow they should be applicable to your client situation. And for one of these three theories, you have to provide quite a bit of background empirical information so that we understand that it actually has some basis in reality. It's not just somebody's off the top of their head idea. Okay? So once you have those three theories described, and for one of them a great deal of empirical evidence that supports it, you also need to come up with three skills that are related to your situation that you can apply to your client. Now these three skills don't have to be all from the same theory. You could take one skill from one theory and two skills from another theory if you want. But they should be related to the theories that you're talking about. You can't just pull a skill out of nowhere that's not related to any of your three theories. Okay. Then you apply these skills to the client situation that you're dealing with. And for one of these skills, you also again have to provide some research support that this is a good skill to be using in this situation with this kind of client. Okay, so and within all that, you have to also describe the strengths and limits of the knowledge base that you're working from, whether it's the theory or the skill. Okay, so let me give you an example. Suppose that you're working with a psychodynamic theory. You want to talk to your client using that framework of id, ego, superego, things like that. So your theory at the HBSC level is psychodynamic theory. At the practice level, you're going to be using psychoanalysis. Okay, so then you have to talk about why that applies and what the empirical support for that is. And then three skills that come out of that, for example, would be an analysis of defense mechanisms. Okay, so why is this person having trouble perhaps in his or her interpersonal relationships? Another one might be dream interpretation. And a third one might be free association. Those are three skills that are related to the psychodynamic approach to counseling. All right, so that's the example for the big section. In the second smaller section, which is the CAP section, you only have to talk about one theory, but again, you have to pick a theory that has some application to the situation that you find yourself in. And you have to provide a rationale, and you have to give some information about why you think this theory is empirically supported. Also, then you add three skills, and the three skills, again, are just like the ones in the DP section. You have to apply them to your client, and for one of them, you have to provide evidence that supports its use, that it's a valid and appropriate skill to use in the kind of situation that you find yourself in. Okay. So, and also you have to give the strengths and limitations of the knowledge base that we're working from. It may be that there's only some support for it, and a lot is unknown as to whether it's good or not. So let me give you an example of this. You may think the human relations theory is a HBSE kind of theory, but then when you apply it to an administrative situation, you would come up with skills such as, well, one of the aspects of it, HR theory says that non-economic benefits are very important in motivating people. So you would say, okay, in this sense, I'm going to change the way this organization works by providing some additional non-economic benefits to the workers. Another skill that comes out of this is that groups affect behavior. So you're going to want to use some of your group processes to change the norms and culture within the organization. Okay, and then the final skill set there deals with leadership and how leadership is important. So you would talk about how you could apply leadership skills or leadership development skills within an organization or community in order to fix the problem, even at the micro direct practice level. Okay, so that's what needs to be in the section, the practice section, if you're a DP student. I hope you find this video helpful, and this is one of the optional assignments that you can turn in, and I hope you do so, because this is a rather large portion of your grade, and you really want to get this as good as you can. Okay, so I look forward to reading your work, and again, I hope this video has been helpful.